Okay, hi to everyone. Welcome to the SAP HR demo. I am NSR Murthy. I have 15 years of SAP HCM experience, and today I am going to introduce you to one of the best SAP modules. Out of 50 modules, HR is one of the very important modules in SAP. Before going to the HR module per se, I would like to give you some introduction as to how SAP has come into being. It is said that SAP was started by 4 former IBM employees who joined together and came out with a financial standalone system on the request of one of the customers of IBM. Those days IBM was only dealing with machines and they were not interested in software. So these 4 gentlemen from IBM came out of IBM and started this SAP. SAP, as commonly known, everybody talks about SAP. It stands for Systems, Applications, Products in Data Processing. This is a company based in Waldorf in Germany. Before going to the HR, again it is very nice to understand how SAP architecture is based on. SAP is known as SAP R3. Where R stands for real time and 3 stands for the 3-tier system it follows. It has 3 servers. One is the database server, second one is the application server, and the final is the presentation server. So what we see on the screen is the presentation server, which brings all the screens. Application server is the server on which SAP resides, and whatever applications you would like to see, they come from this server. And database server is the server which stores the entire data. So whenever you are querying in SAP screen, if you are querying a data, it will be sent to database, and if you are querying an application, it will be sent to the application server. So this is in short the architecture of SAP. Now coming to SAP HR. As you already know, it is the SAP HR is nothing but management of people or personal administration of the people, storing of master data, then doing day in day out transactions. All these transactions are recorded and stored in SAP, and they can be recalled at any point of time. To start with, if you want to run SAP, you must have a company and it must have employees. So in SAP, company is created in the finance model, which will have the costing and ledger accounts attached to that company. So whatever expenses you are incurring in terms of salaries to the employees, they are accounted in FI module through a posting from HR. So to start with, we must have a company which is created by the finance module, and to tell you, all the modules of 50 modules in SAP are automatically interlinked with each other. Whatever is created in finance, it can be seen in human resources if those objects are being used in human resources. Similarly, any employee who is in SAP HR, he can be seen in SD module to know how much sales he has done in a particular month or in the week to give sales incentive. So this is a totally integrated, automatically integrated system. So when we talk about SAP HR, and when we talk about SAP HR, we also know that we can get all the items or objects required for running of HR processes from various other modules. So having said that, now to start with an organization, it must have an organization module or organization structure. That is an organization plan. Like you have the chairman of a company, under the chairman you will have the directors of HR, finance, the production planning and plant maintenance directors and all. These are all departments. When we talk about organization structure in SAP, we generally talk about department. How the organization structure looks like in SAP and how it is created in SAP, I will just show you a demo on the SAP screen itself. Now the screen which is there right in front of you is the SAP screen which has been logged in by me, and once you log in, this is the easy access screen which is shown to you, and here you have the human resources folder. Once you click on that, you have all the sub modules which are there. One is the personal management, time management, payroll, and learning solutions, training and event management, org management, travel management. So basically what we do the training in is basic 4 modules are involved. That is, the basic module is org management, the second one is the personal management, third one is the time management up to creating work schedules, and the fourth module is payroll module. Generally we teach the international payroll so that it is easily understood, the concepts of payroll. So these are the 4 basic modules which constitute the learning of SAP HR. So now let us go to organizational management, because we would like to create an organization structure as per the plan. If you see here, once you unfold the organization management folder, you get organization plan, you get expert mode, you get info systems, tools, settings, etc. We will talk about all these sub folders as we go ahead in our training, but for the purpose of this demo, I open the expert mode and I go to simple maintenance, and here I say create. The moment I say create, the screen will change and it will take me to the create organization unit screen. Here I have to write my organizational name in abbreviation. Say for example, I write ASL. Now I can give the format of what ASL stands for. Say it stands for Asian Steel Limited. And what is the validity period of this? The validity period, by default it comes the day you have opened the system, but I would like to change this and I would like to put that this organization has been in existence, say for example from 01/01/2000, and this is a default date which comes automatically and which can be changed in the next screen if you are creating some other thing. So we say create. This is the create icon. We will study about all these icons what we are seeing here in detail when we start the course proper. Once we say create here, it will take you a screen where your organization structure or basic organization's name and the company is created. Just wait, it takes some time for the screen to change. So once now the apex body of the organization is created, known as Asian Steel Limited. Now in this, what you can see is Asian Steel Limited. This I can read it, you can read, but the system won't understand what Asian Steel stands for. System understands this organization unit only based on a unique number. So every organization unit you create in the system will have a unique number. Now you will be wondering, where is the unique number gone? So if you go to the view button and say key on, see here, the unique number has appeared. So the system understands that 5000661. This is the unique number of Asian Steel Limited. If I want to query on this, I must query basically on this number, and then this O, this is the O stands for organization unit. So in SAP, you have objects, and every object with a prefix of O indicates that it is an organization unit. So we have created the apex unit called ACST. Now we have to build up this in an organization structure. So I create some more organizational units under this. Say for example, I check this and go to the create button. This white thing is create button. It says create. If you can put the cursor here, it says create. So when I create, so what is happening here is that I am creating some more organization units under Asian Steel Limited. That means Asian Steel is here, and so a relationship is automatically building. Say for example, I say that I want to create HR, and I say human resources, human resources, say department. I can put this as HR, say for example. Yeah. Then I'll say a file. I'll say finance. Then I'll say production. Then we say marketing. And then we say sales. So I can add any number of departments under Asian Steel, but for the time being, for easy understanding, I am just adding this. And if I want more, I can go for further entries. And if I am okay with this, I can do the same. This TV is sort of a structure or icon is for saving the data. So once I hit the button save, you will see the organization structure has been created. Now if I want to see the structure in a graphical form, I can click the button here, go to structural graphic. And if I click this, you will see your organization structure in a graphical scene. So you see the Asian Steel Limited is the apex body. Underneath you have human resource department, finance department, production department, marketing department, and sales department. Under each department of human resource department, I can create a recruitment department, I can create personal administration department, I can create payroll department, I can create performance management department, I can create employee relations. So again, I can create sub-departments of each and every. This is how we maintain the organization structure. This is just, we have created one object. We have created just one object in this, and with that object, we have come to organization unit structure. Now similarly, organization management has got different objects, and these objects will be, first is the organization unit, then there are jobs, then there are positions, and then there is cost center. So organization structure, cost centers are created by finance, which are assigned to these organization structures are this organization structure is the organization structure you have seen. Now this organization structure, if I want to know what is the expenses of people who are in Women's Resource Department, I can assign a cost center to it. So if I go and say to account assignment, I go to the finance module from where the cost centers can be picked up. See, for example, this is the master cost center. I can pick up from here, I can select the cost center, I can put the controlling area, and then I can assign the cost center to it, which we are not doing it now. So all the resources who are there in human resource department, who are working in human resource department, 10 or 20 people, their salaries will be booked under the master cost center assigned to it. So this is one of the other objects in organizational management. Now we're coming back to, I create a position in Asian Steel. Say for example, I want to create the position of a chairman. So I go to staff assignment, click here, and then I go here and create positions. So here, what is the job of the position? What job? If there are certain jobs which are already existing, if you don't want to use them, you can use create jobs. And you can put the job of chairman. Or you can put the job of chairman, or you can put the job of CEO, chief executive officer, or you can put the job of managing director. And say save. And we can choose. The period is from 1/1/2000 to 31/1/2000. So, and then I save it. No matter, it says already exists. Fine, fine, fine. Then I save. And now it says you got a managing director under org unit. See here, this is under org unit. You got a managing director, a job. How many positions, how many managing directors you would like to have? I say I have only one managing director. It says, and then I say save. So I have created one managing director position under Asian Steel. I can also create chairman, or I can also create CEO, whatever it is. So the position has come in a different color and the symbol is S. So all positions will come with a prefix called S. So that is object S means position. Now this position has got, we have created organization unit, we have created a job of managing director, we have created a position. Now what happens when we are hiring people? We hire a person in the position of managing director. The moment we hire a person here in the position of managing director, then the position is assigned to the person and the person occupies the managing director position. So that is how the organization structure is completed. Organization structure consists of simple objects, of 5 basic objects: organization unit, positions, jobs, cost centers, and persons. So this is how we create an organization structure. And if I go and show you the graphics again, you will find the position also there. You will find the position also there in the organization structure, and you will find that under Asian Steel, the managing director position is already created. So this is how we keep on building up the organization plan under the organization structure, organization management module. So this is how we go about, and we have saved our structure of Asian Steel, and we can, in future, if you want to change it, you can go and click this button, you will find. And again, if you want to add one more department, you can create it here and add that department here. So editing is possible. You can, if you don't want if you are closing some departments, if you have created too many departments, if you want to close the departments, you can close the departments also. So this is how organizational structure is created in SAP HR. So that brings down the next important module, sub-module, is this personal management. If you go back again to the easy access screen, you will find personal management here, and as it stands, personal management means managing the people in your organization, and they revolve around administration, recruitment, development, benefits, compensation, cost planning. All these modules are there, but we will just touch upon how to create. We will just touch upon the configuration part in personal administration, as how we should make our system to accept the employees into it. So for this we have SPRO, a transaction code, which is typed here in the command field. This is known as command field, and this SPRO is a transaction, and the moment I click it, I go into a different screen. This is the customizing screen, or you say SAP reference IMG. I click here and I go to the big screen called IMG, where you can see all the modules here. You have financial accounting, you have controlling, investment management, enterprise, real estate, logistics, environment, health and safety. Coming down, you will find somewhere the personal administration module. So here, when we initially want to go about personal administration, we have to create structures called enterprise structure. So when we go to the enterprise structure, we click the definition part of it, and here you got human resource management. Click this here, and you will find we have to create personal areas, personal sub areas, employee groups, and employee subgroups. These are known as, we have to create an enterprise structure. The moment we create personal areas, what personal areas means? Personal areas means the geographical area of your company, or it can be a department, or whatever way you would like to define. It is a 4-character object. It can be numerical, it can be alphanumerical. The moment you go, say I want to create for my company, I say for example, I say Asian Steel Limited, Hyderabad. This is ASLH, it stands for ASL Hyderabad. Any alternate name not required. I can give the address, I can give the postal code, and I can give the city name. So if you see here, these are all, wherever you find a, a small icon will come, which is known as compulsory box, where you have to enter. Otherwise, you can ignore all these things for the training purpose, and you can go and hit the button save. So this is what is the compulsory this thing. I have to enter here the country code, and for India, if I enter, it will be IN, that means India. So that was the company. I can put the title here, it's a company, and then I say save. I can, and I get a save request. I say create the save request, and I can give a short description that I am creating a save request for my company, ASL, and save it. So now I have created the, see here, it has come. I can put the text here also if I want to, saying that like this. And I can save this. So in the enterprise structure, I have created personal area, and the next one is I have to create personal sub area. Now personal sub area is the sub object of personal area. The moment I say create personal area, it asks the question to which personal area you are going to create the personal sub areas. So since I have already created a personal area, this must appear under the drop down box, and let me see if it is there. What if my personal area is ASL? Somewhere it should appear. See here, it has come up ASL. So I have created a personal area ASL Hyderabad, and now I am going to create a personal sub-departments in this. So here I can give new entries. I can say HR department, or I can say 0001. I can say this is the production department. I can give any nomenclature, but I should be able to understand that 001 personal sub area belonging to Hyderabad stands for production department, because my production is done in Hyderabad. So I have to create one. SAP norms say that you must have at least one personal sub area to run personal administration of in SAP. So I must create personal sub area, at least one, and you can have any number of personal sub areas in SAP. The importance of personal sub area is when you go forward, all your time time management systems or your salary structure or any benefits, they revolve around personal sub area. So what we do is people belonging to this personal sub area will get these two additional wage components. This can be assigned to personal sub area. So personal sub areas play a very crucial role. They are the pivot in SAP HR. So we must have as many personal sub areas as we feel comfortable with. Now once we have created personal sub areas, we come back and we go further to employee groups. Employee groups, as you know, generally we have employees as managers, supervisors, and workers, and we can have various subdivisions under it. But let us create an employee group. So here already some employee groups have been created. So I will create one employee group called as N. Employee group is a single digit. It can be numerical or alpha. It can be alphabet. Only one character is allowed. So for M stands for managers. I can create W for workers, and I say. Just for example, I am giving. It doesn't mean that my company has got only managers and workers, but it is just for an example I have taken for easy understanding. So now I have created employee group as workers. Now I have got employee subgroups. In these employee subgroups, you will find that in your organization, though you have created managers, you may have manager level M1. This is two characters. M1. It can be known as, if any person is known in M1 in my company, he is known as assistant manager. M2 stands for deputy manager. So on and so forth. I say it. this is already exists, so I can use it some other. Say if I create W1 or WS, say for example. I can create once again, say WS, say worker skill. This is the employee subgroup. Just we'll create one group, let us see. Yeah. So it has taken, that means nobody else has created worker employee subgroup at WS, and it is called worker skill. They can be semi-skilled, they can be unskilled. So we have done this and we have created an enterprise structure. Now we have to go and do the assignment of this. How we assign? Now in human resources, it says that please assign a company code to your personal area. This is where the integration takes place. We have our company called ASL, Asian Steels Limited. Here it is Asian Steels. Now it is asking company code. See, it is a compulsory field here. So I must pick up one company code from any of the yes, it has taken the country grouping. It belongs to India. India country grouping is 40. So I put it there and let me save it. Yes, it has taken. So I have assigned company code 1111 and country grouping 40. This company code belonging to India, this belongs to now to this personal area of ASLH. So whatever expenses taking place in ASLH Hyderabad are stored under this company code. That's what it indicates. Next, we go to assign employee subgroup to employee group. Here we have created our employee group as W, and we have created a skilled worker employee group WS, and to which country we belong, we can click all the countries if you are using the same, but here we are in India, this one, and then save it. So we have completed the enterprise structure. Like this, having a personal administration module. You have seen organization management module, you have seen the enterprise other structures for your time. You know, but it's very difficult for me.